Hey, good evening. Hefty Wow with you today. Looky here. Just doing a little burning of sage. Just doing a little sage burning, whatever you want to call it. I get people to ask me, is sage burning evil? Is burning sage satanic? What is it with burning sage that makes people nervous? I've even seen a man of clergy say, well, he did, I don't know, he did some kind of thing on Facebook where, he just kind of mentioned sage was satanic or something, and then he never followed up on it. So I don't know what to say about that, but let me ask you this. The sage burning nature. Do sage burn in nature? Ask yourself that question. And if the answer is yes, which it is, because sage burns in nature, then is nature satanic? Is nature evil? So sometimes we got to sit back and think. Sometimes we got to say it out loud. Is sage satanic or evil? Who is telling us this? Is it the same people who told you dandelions was a weed? Is it the same people telling you that? So you have to do a little research. Peoples, you have to do a little research and ask yourself, is sage evil? I say no. This is my opinion. I'm not an expert on sage. I'm an expert on common sense. And not to say that if anybody thinks sage is evil, that they don't have common sense. I'm saying that I don't think they've studied enough. I don't think they've heard from the right people. Okay? And let me say this real quick. Have any of you, I'm going to do a video on activated charcoal. And they use activated charcoal sometimes if you have food poisoning. I've seen them use it for alcohol poisoning. So what it is what activated charcoal is burnt plant matter. So you burn a bunch of plants, and then the after effect you get ashes. So that's activated charcoal. And actually, I've been told, and from what I've read, it's very alkaline. Burnt plant matter. And it must be something to it, because it's even given in the medical industry to people, from what I heard and from what I understand, for people who have like food poisoning. So how it works is it goes into the body and it absorbs toxins. It takes on all the toxins, so it won't get into the bloodstream as much and harm the body. So look into activated charcoal. Would sage be a part of that if it burned in nature? It's like the trees, bushes, pine trees, any kind of trees that burn in nature. Let me say this. A forest fire. If you try to burn a tree, a green tree that's alive, just go outside. Now, I ain't gonna say that because somebody might try to do it. But if you try to burn a tree that's green, that's full of life, it's not gonna burn. Because it's green, it's full of life, it has moisture. But if a tree has died, which I feel that's how forest fires, the forest cleanses itself. fires start from broken or branches that are dead. So if you try to set broken branches on fire, absolutely, it's going to burn. So what is that burning in nature? What is that burning in the forest? Could it be healthy trees? Do they actually burn? Healthy bushes? Healthy sage? Do they actually burn in nature? Or is it the dead stuff that burns in the forest when the plants or the trees burn, the leaves and what have you, burn in nature, in the forest, and it makes ashes? Where does it go? Well, to me, it goes into the soil. And we talked about activated charcoal and it being burnt plant matter. Is that replenishing the soil? Is that raising the pH of the soil to grow healthy plants again, healthy trees in the forest? I think that's how it works in nature. That's just my opinion. This is an opinion channel. Health Daddy Wow. I'm not an expert on anything. I read. I try to understand. I comprehend. This is how I started 15 years ago. So this is where I'm at. So with that said, I'm just going to drink my green drink. Greens, very healthy in bringing life back to the body. And I make green drinks. I just make them simple. I try to make them where they taste not too bad. So I put a lot of celery, cucumbers, because I love the taste of cucumbers, green peppers. Now a lot of people don't understand this, or they can't comprehend, or they can't imagine you juicing green beans. Green beans are very beneficial to the body. From what I've read, it acts as a natural insulin. So you want to juice green beans, in my opinion. I'm not giving you doctor's advice. I'm not giving you any kind of professional advice. I'm just giving you my opinion. All right, since that's so big, and people can get in trouble for giving expert advice and stuff like that. So I just make it clear that me being Health Daddy and been doing what I've been doing for myself for 15 years has actually worked. I'm almost 60 years old. I feel better than I did in my late 30s when I was eating meat. In my late 30s, I was not drinking enough water. And you'll hear more of my story as we go on. So I'm going to drink my greens and go on with my day. And I just want to give you all a little something to think about on burning sage. How's it evil if it burns in nature? Who's telling you this? Who don't want you to burn sage? That's the questions you should be asking. I love burning it. Plus it clears the air. We get a lot of negative people to come in. Sometimes 90% of our people, or 95% of our people who come in are positive people, willing to learn things that they don't hear in mainstream, which is cool. But you have those who, who never heard of these things before, and they get a little, so those, we have to burn sage to keep the air as clean as possible. All right. I just started my YouTube videos, so I don't edit. So deal with me and my mess ups. That's nature. People mess up in nature. And I know you would like a perfect video, and maybe one day I'll get there. But right now, I'm just doing the do. So enjoy. Y'all have a good day.